Happy morning, students. This is your RVR sir. Today we are going to discuss the one more important application of interference of light. That is testing of optical flatness of the surface or testing of optical plainness of the smooth surfaces. Testing of optical flatness or plainness of a surface. It's a very simple concept. The surface to be tested is placed on a optical flat. Let us look at the diagram, then you can easily understand the concept. This is the optical flat. And it is the surface to be tested is placed on this particular optical flat. Test piece or test surface, whatever it may be. Then there is a wedge is formed between these two. Wedge, W-E-D-G-E, wedge. What do you mean by wedge? If you look at the diagram, at the one end, the two surfaces are touched each other. There is no air film formed between them. But when we are moving to the other end, there is a gradually increasing air film, which is like a V-shaped air film. That V-shaped air film formed between the optical flat and the test piece, we call it as wedge. Anyhow, we are going to perform this wedge mirror experiment in our laboratory. Then you can practically experience what is wedge mirror, what is wedge shaped air film also. Now, the light is incident normally on this particular arrangement. Then the light from the top and bottom surface is reflected back, and when we are viewing through a microscope in that view, these two top and bottom surface reflected light rays are interfere, travels in the same direction, interfere each other. Then interference pattern obtained is as shown in the diagram. That is, that interference pattern, if the test piece or the test surface is perfect, there is no defects on the test surface, then the interference pattern will be equal interference pattern and straight fringes. Straight, parallel, equidistant fringes are formed in the wedge-shaped air film. These fringes, when we are viewing through the microscope, then these straight line fringes are obtained, provided if the test piece is free from all defects. That means if there is no defects on this particular test surface, then the obtained interference fringe pattern is as shown in the diagram. That is, straight line fringes which are parallel to each other, and the spacing between any two fringes is also equal. Such type of interference fringe pattern is formed if the test piece is perfect. For example, if the test piece is having some defects, then the fringes are not straight. Instead of straight fringes, we are obtaining curved fringes like this. We are obtaining curved and unequal distance fringes. So, by viewing the fringes, if the surface is having defects or not, one can able to assess it. Provided there is one more important point we have to be discussed here. The polishing minute defects cannot be detected in this method. For that, in order to detect those minute defects also, we are having one more method, that is multiple beam optical interferometry or computer analyzed optical interferometry or optical interferometer. Computer, by using this particular computer analyzed optical interferometry, one can able to detect even the minute polishing defects also. How? We will discuss. In order to understand that concept, let us consider the source of light. From this source of light, a light ray is incident on a 45 degrees angled glass plate, or in other words we can say that this is a beam splitter from which the light ray beam is split into two rays. Ray 1 is travel towards the mirror M1 and ray 2 is incident on the surface to be tested or surface to be analyzed. This is the surface to be tested or analyzed. For the sake of better understanding, I draw some interference pattern which we can able to observe this particular video camera. This is the video camera. This video camera is in turn connected to the computer. So this is the what we call it as computer analyzed optical interferometry. So from the light source, light is obtained. This is a beam splitter glass plate. The name itself indicates that the incident beam is split up into two rays. Ray 1 is travel towards the mirror M1. From the mirror M1 it reflects back, and ray 2 is travel towards the surface to be analyzed. This is the surface to be analyzed. Surface to be analyzed. Ray 1 is reflect back from the mirror M1, ray 2 is reflect back from the surface to be analyzed. These two rays 1 and 2 again meet at glass plate and they travel vertically upward direction. In that direction, if we are viewing through a microscope, then we can able to see the interference pattern. Instead of microscope, we kept a video camera. That video camera records the interference pattern of the resultant wave or resultant. In other simply we can say that resultant intensity that can be recorded in that video camera. Now the surface, for example, this is the surface. I would like to test it. I kept the surface like this, and the light recorded from this surface is recorded in the video camera. Now in the vertical mode I tested this surface. Again one more video recording is recorded, second video recording, and I kept the surface in the vertical mode. Third recording is recorded. In like this, three faces of the surface to be tested is tested, and three recordings correspondingly: horizontal recording, vertical recording and lateral recording. These three recordings are recorded in the video camera. This video camera in turn connected to a computer to get the three-dimensional representation of the surface. And then that three-dimensional representation of the surface reveals us that if there are any minute defects or not. If the defects are there, then the 3D representation identify the defects. If there are no defects, that can also be we can able to see on the computer. This is how with the help of computer analyzed optical interferometer one can able to identify the even polishing or minute defects of the surface. Generally, this technique can able to identify even very minute thickness, that is up to few angstrom units, can able to identify the minute thickness of the surface texture, minute defects. And then this particular optical interferometry is used to test the surfaces like videotapes, photographic films, computer discs like compact disc CD, DVD, and then ball bearings. These are all smooth surfaces. The smoothness of the surfaces can be tested by using this particular computer analyzed optical interferometry. This is how one can able to detect or identify the smoothness or optical flatness of a particular surface. This is regarding the testing of optical flatness or optical plainness of a surface. Thank you all. All of you note down it. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me. I will explain. Thank you.